With a new stadium rising just to the west of us, for now we're back for football in the familiar setting of Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Denver Broncos and the Buffalo Bills. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. We welcome you. That's the punter, Ethan Evans, to get this started. Off we go from Orchard Park. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First carry now for Jaden Blue. And a nice run to start out. 6 yards on the first play of the game.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Now an option here, left side, and he pitches it. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Denver first down.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Broncos first down.
From the gun, here's Milton. Quick throw here is complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. He keeps it himself. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Xavier Legette, touchdown Broncos. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Broncos will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry.
At some point, the offensive line cannot just be dependent on the perfect play call. Somebody has to win. Somebody has to distort the defense and create some space for the running back to run. In this case, nobody could win. Stop for no gain.
Second and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. He gets that into the hands of Wilcox. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
It's 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. They get 12 yards on that pass. First down, Buffalo.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
On first down, Herbert. And he let him a bit too much. And pass is incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
Herbert to the air again. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Greg Russo. He had a sack in the opener last week. He's got another one here. That's taken at about the 14. Very nice return. He takes it up past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. The RPO, that one is complete, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 11, and quick to pick up the first down. Slot man going to move in motion left. Now to tap this one forward, the receiver heading left. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Looking out of the gun is Milton. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Here's Milton. flush to his right. Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. Into space. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. A big play for the defense to get on the board. Quarterback trying to keep that play going. Instead, sees it go back the other way.
And the quarterback's doing a nice job of keeping his eyes down the field, but he doesn't sense the pressure. And I think that pressure, Mike, is what caused that errant pass. And not only does it lead to the turnover, but it leads to the pick six.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
So on 1st and 10, here's Milton. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. He'll find his man, Lambert Smith. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. On 3rd and short, they go with Blue. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Going to depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2, as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. In a hurry, finally taken down well behind the line.
At some point, you just have to know when the party's over. You just have to cut your losses. I think in this case, he's just trying to do a little bit too much, make something out of nothing, and he ends up being taken back for a pretty big loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Quick throw, taken in. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
A pickup of 13 on the play. It's 3rd down and long.
Here's Herbert. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And the Broncos will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
And that's what you call an inexcusable mistake. Sometimes you just have to understand there's no play to be made, no matter how hard you try. There's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless. You just can't put the ball in harm's way.
Milton now to throw on 1st and 10. Pete Werner. He gets into drop in for his first sack of the young season.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. 39 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
This is part 2. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Denver. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. McPherson, good on the extra point. Broncos will move out to a 14-7 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 19-yard line.
Drive will start on the ground, and he's going to have a Bills first down as he gets this one past the 30.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
He's just gashing the defense right now. 17 more yards with that one.
Doesn't matter the level of football, Mike. If they can't stop it, keep running it until they can. And I think that's what we're seeing here on this drive. Back-to-back explosive gains on the ground. I would imagine at some point the defense gives it a different look.
First down. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Chris Jenkins there on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. Here now, 3rd and 5. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here. And this was the old NFL record spot, a 63-yard attempt. That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's a designed run. He'll step up and run, and he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be second down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Throwing on second down is Milton. And he is out of bounds at the 45. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome, so it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
They run straight ahead with Blue. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They'll go up here, 1st and 10.
That's good for Broncos. First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To the air, it's Milton. That one taken in right side by Leggett. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. It's a huge play in a tight ball game. 32 yards.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Now Milton. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I'm not sure what it was, Mike, but there was something off about that play from the jump. I'm not sure if it was the body language or the on-the-line-of-scrimmage communication, but it was pretty clear to me that they weren't on the same page, and I think the result showed.
Milton to the air on second down. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And When you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
To the air on third down is Milton. That one taken in. DeAndre Lambert-Smith. Touchdown, Bronco. It's his second touchdown of the year. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Herbert throwing on second down. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Milton. It is brought in the end zone. DeAndre Lambert-Smith. Touchdown, Denver. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. On is McPherson for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Broncos add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. 4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. The return starts from the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. third quarter begins with a run. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Herbert. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
And it's been this elite pass defense that's made things very challenging for the offense so far, and that's only his first catch of the game. But, you know, sometimes, Mike, it's just that one play that gets you going, so we'll see if that's the case here.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. They do go for it. It's Herbert. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Trevin Wallace.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Touchdown, Broncos. Well, they were not hiding anything there. The quarterback takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for the touchdown.
And this was a run from the jump, Mike. There was no disguising anything. There was 10 guys blocking and 1 guy running. And in this case, it's the quarterback taking it in for 6.
Kevin McPherson set to kick off.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
Herbert now on 1st down. He gets that into the hands of Wilcox. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
Herbert to throw on 2nd down. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down. Herbert to the air again. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. He'll go right and find his running back. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 11. Good for a Bills first down. Now Herbert again. He's got it about the 8, and he's in. Touchdown, Bills. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Good run start with a carry by Blue. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Brings up second and 9.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Milton. No chance at all. He'll go down. Josh Hines-Allen. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. He's going to let this one go deep. That is hard. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 82 yards. Touchdown, Denver.
And this connection is just a thing of beauty, and sometimes you get so caught up in these timing routes and clear outs and rubs and all that sort of stuff, Mike. But really what happens so much in this league is just good old-fashioned pass games. Throw it up, run under it, and that connection is really what we saw here. That thing's in the air a good 65 yards, and that's the definition of a big strike, and it goes for 6.
This taken at the 5. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
25-yard line.
begin here on the ground. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
33-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll stick with him again. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They get 18 on that one. First down, Buffalo.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Pistol here for Herbert. His throw left side is complete. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
It's 4th
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Jacob Harris. And the Broncos are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
And really the story of the day for this offense, Mike, is it's just been far too many self-inflicted wounds. You're not going to overcome being reckless with the ball, inconsistent with the passing game, and beat teams in the NFL. It's just not going to happen, and the bad day at the office just continues.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, here's a handoff, and he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun is Milton. He'll air it out down the middle. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
They'll run with a man from Marshall, Rashid Ali. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. Another try with Ali. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Shotgun now for Herbert. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. That's going to be incomplete. Good work. That defender bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. The ball comes out. The Broncos have it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery. And the great return for the touchdown. McPherson, good on the extra point. Broncos add on to their already sizable lead.
17. McPherson set to kick off.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Herbert. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
Second and 10. To throw, it's Herbert. Now they'll set up the screen for Ali. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
On 3rd and long, it's Herbert. Downfield, got him, and he's got it. He gets free. And he will dive into the end zone. 83 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. Sly now for the point after. He's got it. And the Bills cut into the lead a little bit.
Broncos 49, Bills 24.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
This looks like a design run, and he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
He'll decide to keep this once more, and he'll give it up on the pitch. He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have a Broncos first down. It's a gain of 6 on 3rd and 2.
Great work there by the interior of this offensive line, the center, the 2 guards, really working together to create that hole up the middle. And then it's just the vision of the back, Mike. There's a fine line between hitting that full speed, but also having a little bit of patience to let that play develop.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. The Bills going to use their final timeout here. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it.
And it's 3rd down.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Straight ahead, it's Blue.
Jaden Blue, the ball carrier. He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 2-yard gain.
So it is a win for the visiting Broncos.